morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this. If you're watching live this morning, welcome, and we invite you to please drop a comment for us to see where you're from. So a lot of times people just put in the name of the city they're watching from, or other people say things like Adeline is watching from Greenwood. So we'd love to greet you by name. We've got the Boggs family. Hi, Josie and Jackson from Carmel. So glad that you guys are watching. Let's see, we have the Bears from Franklin. So many fun Indianapolis families. I like to see also if we have people outside of the area watching. Of course, most of you guys are here from Indy, and we're so thankful to have you here. And if you have any birthdays, feel free to say happy birthday to the person in the comments, and we'll try to get it up on the screen throughout the show. Luke is here from Connecticut. Woohoo! Olivia from Castleton. Welcome back, Olivia. Eames and Nora from Brownsburg. We have the Teed family, Louie, Maggie, Carolyn, and James from Greenwood. Owen and Ethan Minder from Indy. The Heffrons from Zionsville. The Meadows family from Indy, Zephyr, Dresden, I love your names. Corwin, Everin from Indy. Watching in Indy from our kitchen, that's the Sandlin Baker family, and Lolo and Broad Ripple. Lots of fun friends with us today. Yay! So keep them coming. I'll do a couple more shout outs during the show. Again, if you have someone in your family that's celebrating a birthday this week, feel free to drop them a birthday message, and we'll do everything we can to get it up from on the screen. Ooh, we have a family from South Africa. I'm so sorry if I say this incorrectly, but Miani from South Africa, I think you're the furthest away. Yay, thanks for tuning in. Today we have a very fun play date with our friend Shauna from Once Upon a Party. I have to tell you guys that Shauna is a favorite for our kids' birthday parties and our family. She brings glitter tattoos, she brings face painting, and she is a true artist. I love it. We've also been to parties that she hosts at a place that she used to have called Table and Tea. So some of you guys may be familiar with Table and Tea. But today, I've asked her to come on and share with us some fun Play-Doh activities. So we're gonna all play Play-Doh together, just like you would during a real play date. So on indywithkids.com, typically we take your family behind the scenes and show you really cool places to play here in Indianapolis and everywhere around us. But since we can't, we're going to other people's places of business that are now closed, but they're showing us around, letting us do things, or we're meeting them in their homes, just like you're in your home, and doing these virtual play dates. We have so many ways for you guys to get involved. Number one, you can do what you're doing right now and watch on Facebook Live or YouTube or wherever you happen to be tuning in. Two, you can also take pictures of yourself participating in the play date, or have mom and dad take those pictures and have them share them on their Instagram account and tag Indy with Kids. Then we like to share those. So we have one to share today. This is from our play date yesterday. Yesterday we had Mr. Mike and Miss Wendy from Gymboree sharing a Gymboree activity for us. So we had some friends share their pictures from that play date on Instagram, and we like to share them the next day or at our next play date with you guys. And then the third way you can get involved is to sign up to be one of our picture-in-a-picture families. So far, we've gotten to have everybody on that wants to be. So if you're interested in being a picture-in-a-picture family, it doesn't matter where you live. You can live in Indiana, you can live in South Africa, you can live in Connecticut. We would love to have you be a part of it. All that means is that during the play date, your family has a camera on you, and we get to see you in a little window at the bottom of the screen so that other kids feel like they're really playing with other kids. It's kind of fun. So I want to introduce you to our picture-in-a-picture families this morning. First up, we have the Blaney family. Here they are. Let's everybody wave. Hi. If you guys can hit your heart buttons, those of you guys that are watching at home, give us some hearts and some thumbs ups for the Blaney family. So you'll get to see them play this morning, and then we'll meet them afterwards. Oh, there's 3 of them. Cool. And then we also have the Amos family right here. Here they come. Hi guys, look at that. And 3 there. Look, I think we have 2 families that each have 2 boys and a girl. How fun. So if your family wants to be one of our picture-in-a-picture families, all you have to do is send me a private message at the Indy with Kids Facebook page or info@indywithkids.com, and we will get you guys signed up and set up to be one of the picture-in-a-picture families. All right, guys, don't forget to let me know where you're watching from and if you have any birthdays in your family. So let's see, we have happy birthday, Lucas. Hey, Lucas, happy birthday. We're so glad to celebrate that with you today. So we've got some other birthdays. We'll share them throughout the show. But now I want to introduce you guys to my friend. This is my friend, Shauna. Here she comes. Hey, Shauna. How's it going?
Hi, everybody.
Who do you have with you today?
This is my assistant, Sean.
Woohoo, Shauna and Sean. I love it. Awesome. Well, I told all of our friends that you have been to my children's birthday parties. We had a fairy party, and you painted beautiful faces on all of our little fairies. And you've done glitter tattoos. We've been to birthday parties that are at your places.
Yeah.
And so what other kinds of things do you do for Once Upon a Party?
Basically whatever anybody asks me to. Face painting, balloon twisting, and glitter tattoos are our top 3 services. We do canvas painting parties, cookie and cupcake decorating parties, all sorts of things. Right now, we're not going to many parties since we're all at home for a little while. We're coming to you from our home today. I'm used to going to all of your homes, but you get to come to mine today. So right now, we see there's still so many birthdays happening. So we're actually making birthdays in a box right now and delivering them to children celebrating birthdays while they're stuck at home right now.
That's such a good idea. I know in our family, we have 3 birthdays coming up. And the big question is, my daughter asked me last night, she said, so can we plan a slumber party for when this is all over? And I said, well, let's see what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, so if you guys are having a birthday, or parents who are watching, if your kiddo's having a birthday, check out Once Upon a Party on Facebook and contact Shauna, and she will help you get that all set up as a nice little surprise. So, and it's also a good thing if you guys have a friend. I know that we had a lot of canceled birthday parties, so we have friends that you could send this to. So I love it. But today we have a really fun activity. What are we doing?
We're playing with Play-Doh.
Yay. Well, I'm going to let you take it away. I'm going to go get my kids set up for Play-Doh. And here we go.
Thank you. Hi, friends. I'm so glad there's so many of you here. I can't really see. It's a little far away on my screen there. But hello to everyone. Like I said, my name is Shauna. I am with Once Upon a Party. Well, I am Once Upon a Party. I'm a one-woman show. Hi, Jamie. Hi, Ethan. Hi, Owen. I'm glad you're here. They just live down the street from me, but I knew they would love to be on. They have done my art camps every year at Table and Tea, and big fans. So thank you. We are going to play with Play-Doh today. Long time ago, before Once Upon a Party, I was a teacher. And who doesn't love Play-Doh when the teacher pulls out Play-Doh in the classroom? But I have to say, once upon a time when I was teaching at a school in Greenfield, I met Miss Tony, and she introduced me to this incredible homemade recipe. So it's okay if you don't have that. You can use anything, just regular cans of Play-Doh or just fine too, doesn't matter the color or whatnot. But if you haven't seen this recipe, it is super, super easy. Kids always need grown-ups help because this one does take boiling water, so only grown-ups there. All that's in it is flour, salt, a little bit of oil, water, and the coloring comes from Kool-Aid. So parents, it is completely edible if you have children who like to experiment and try new things, or animals that eat things off the floor like ours do. Put your Play-Doh on there, Sean. This is how much Play-Doh. This is a lot of Play-Doh. It's kind of hard to tell. This is probably at least 6 or 8 cans of these Play-Doh. So you really get a lot. And it's really quick to make. So what we're going to do today is show you different things you have around your house to use when you play with Play-Doh. Play-Doh is a great toy for kids because you can squeeze it, especially with preschoolers. Everybody take their Play-Doh if you've got it and squeeze it. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's a little hard. I know with this homemade Play-Doh, we store it in the refrigerator because it's made from ingredients you find in your kitchen. So it gets a little cold, so you gotta really squeeze it and get it going to soften it up. So if you're younger and you're not writing yet, the more you squeeze it, the stronger your hands get. So it's almost like lifting weights for your hands. So it helps you learn to write later down the road. So it's very neat to have. We're going to look at the things you have around your house that you could use to play with Play-Doh that maybe you didn't normally think of, like a potato masher or a whisk, if you know what a whisk is. Sorry, it's kind of hard to see there. And then we're going to use some items that you might find in your craft closet or your playroom that you can use. And then because we're celebrating birthdays and birthdays are what we do, we're going to make a birthday cake out of our Play-Doh. So just to get us started here, Shauna and I are going to show you some things you might have in your kitchen. Now, with the grown-ups' permission, make sure you're not just grabbing mom or dad's things and using them, because some of them might be sharp. So like I said, I'm going to get a little bit of Play-Doh out here. I'm going to roll it up and get it nice and squishy and soft. I'm going to make it kind of flat. And I got a potato masher. Now, potato mashers look different. Mine has these little holes in it. Yours might have the lines that kind of wavy go up and down. But you can use that and you can squish it. And this is hard. If you're a kid, you might want to stand up and press. You want to try it, Sean? Make yours not quite so flat. Yeah, keep yours a little thicker. I made mine really thin. And I made these little bumps. Hi, Dana. Happy birthday to Lucas. So this is when I see this, I use my imagination. What could this be? I'm actually going to cut this in half. Now, I'm not going to use scissors to cut it in half. I have a popsicle stick here. So if you have popsicle sticks at your house, these are great Play-Doh tools. It almost works like a knife, but it's a knife that is safe. It won't hurt you. Sean's is a little thicker there. His bumps are a little bigger, a little higher. But I'm going to cut this in half with my Play-Doh knife. Any guesses? What do you guys think this looks like? Put it in the comments. What comes to mind when you see this? When I see it, I think of an apple tree. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to get another little piece of Play-Doh. So this would be the top of the tree with apples in it. That's just what it reminds me of. I'm going to roll my Play-Doh around, get it nice and soft, because I'm going to make a trunk down at the bottom. Squish it out. Little narrower at the top, a little fatter at the bottom. And there's my apple tree. Can you see that? So it's just where your imagination takes you. That is what is so great about Play-Doh. So that's one example. Some other things you might have in your kitchen that make cool designs in your Play-Doh. I'm going to roll this back up. You can kind of start over, squish it back out. Now you can squish it with your hands, or you can use a rolling pin. These are cool to use, kind of squish it out. If you've ever made cookies with your family or anything where you had to roll out the dough, this is great for that. And I didn't mention in the beginning, we're playing right on our table because it wipes off real nice. But sometimes putting down a placemat or a Play-Doh mat, something, even wax paper or something that it won't stick to, if you're worried about protecting your tabletops or things like that. Because there's oil, there is a little bit of oil, and it leaves a little oily residue. It wipes right off our table. So just want to plug that in there. So I've made this nice and flat on my table. This is a whisk. This is what you normally would beat eggs with to scramble them up, but it has a very cool design here. You can't see it. I don't think you'll see it in a second. And I'm just going to press it into the Play-Doh. Are there any Frozen fans out there? Let me know if Frozen is your favorite. Who do you like better, Anna or Elsa? Or maybe you love Sven or Krista. Okay, I made some designs there. Hopefully you can see it. What do those look like there? Can you see it? They look like snowflakes. So taking just regular objects around your house with mom or dad's permission, especially from the kitchen, can make cool designs and textures, is what they're called, in your Play-Doh. So take a second and look what's around you. Ask mom or dad what they might have around that they can make designs with. See if you have a whisk in your kitchen drawer. I'm shaking the table. Another thing, I grabbed a couple more things that make cool designs. Does anybody know what this is? You've probably used it to make some yummy stuff. It goes on a mixer. It has another just cool design that you can press right into it. It makes an X shape. You want to try it on yours? While he makes some X shapes, I'm going to grab something else. This one's kind of specific. Not everybody has this. This is what I use to cook meat with, but it had a cool design. So when I saw it, I wanted to try it. I'm going to flip it over. It almost looks like kind of a pinwheel shape. So it's neat just to kind of make designs on it. Sean's got a bigger piece. It looks cool. See the little pinwheel designs? So that's just to give you some ideas of designs you can make in your flattened Play-Doh. Oh yeah, there's a vote for Elsa. There is a vote for Elsa. We love them here. Yep, another vote for Elsa. She's typically the favorite, I think, of the two. I'm actually a big fan of Anna myself. Sean is being creative over here. So he made a couple X designs, but then he decided to use it how it's intended, like it would be in a mixer, and he's turning it and it's making holes in the Play-Doh, kind of carving out little holes. Sean?
Like that.
Good job. Sorry if you can hear a dog barking upstairs. He's not happy. He's not part of the fun. Good job working with your Play-Doh, guys. Pinwheels look like a starfish. They do. Way to use that imagination. Absolutely. Oh, how can I forget Olaf? Because we're actually going to talk about him in a second too. Okay, so we've kind of talked about things in the kitchen that you can use. Oh, I will talk about one more. So it's fun to make shapes with your Play-Doh. And if you have silicone molds that you use for baking, for ice cube molds, trays, things like that, we have a couple heart ones here from a Valentine project we did. These are great to use to make shapes with your Play-Doh. So we'll show you a couple of those. You want to put yours in and I'll do one here? So I'm going to get a little chunk of Play-Doh, about as much as I think will fit in one of my little heart shapes here. And if you don't have a mold while you're playing right now, you can just kind of make a heart shape with your hands yourself. Hi, Ella. We miss you too. I love my friends. I miss seeing them so much. I'm going to squish this down in here. Hi, Christina. Hi to all the boys. So I've squished it in there. It doesn't look like a heart right now at all. Are you guys making hearts over there? Good job. Oh, squish it in there. Good job. So the great thing about these silicone trays is they're very flexible. So you can pop it right out. Baby. All right. Did yours pop out?
Yeah. Hey, put your fingers in there.
There you go. front door and stuff. All right, so you see how I have that extra around there? I'm just gonna peel off the extra around there. Or if you have one of those nifty popsicle sticks, you can kind of use that as a knife and go around the edges. There. So I have this nice little heart here. See? So you can make a bunch of shapes that way. Okay. One last thing from the kitchen. We'll move on from there. One of the most obvious, cookie cutters. Most houses with children have some type of cookie cutter in it. And you use them just how you would when you were baking cookies. I used to have all the letters of the alphabet and things like that. We're down to just Christmas cookie cutters now because my kids are older and we don't do it as much as we used to. So same with cookies. Are you got some ready for me? Thank you. You take this, press that cookie cutter way down. You want to kind of feel it hit the table. What I like to do is then peel the outer edges away like that. Crumple this up, put it aside so you can use it again, and then pick the cookie cutter up and you have a perfect shape there. So you can make them again and again. You can make your own little scene. You can make a bunch of stars and lay them all out just like that. Let your imagination run wild. There's no right or wrong way to play with Play-Doh at all. All right. How you guys doing out there? Have you made some cool things? Tell us what you're making in the comments. I'd love to see. All right, so now I'm going to switch from the kitchen and use some things that you might find in the craft or playroom. So I already talked about the craft sticks. These are great to cut the Play-Doh, like I said. Or sometimes you just have a giant mound of Play-Doh. And they're fun to stick in there. Another thing that is great to stick in there, pipe cleaners. If you have pipe cleaners at your house, these are great. My kids that used to come to Table and Tea loved sticking things in the Play-Doh. And we would set out straws, pipe cleaners, the sticks, and then another one we'll get to in a minute. Anything that is kind of safe to kind of poke into that, they love just adding things to it. I know many of you have probably been to the Children's Museum in Indianapolis and seen the Chihuly art sculptures. It's very fun to make Chihuly inspired art sculptures. Good job, guys, good job. So basically, his are made out of glass. Ours would not be. So you can literally poke things in here. And the more colorful, the better. I just happen to only have brown pipe cleaners right now. Steve, you're so silly. We miss you, Steve, and Sydney, and Lucas. So you can pipe cleaners, feathers. Feathers are another good colorful thing. And just keep poking things out to make it look like a sculpture, a craft sculpture. Let's see, what else? Okay, so then we'll switch over to the other thing my kids who used to visit loved putting in their pots, in their Play-Doh, were these just fake flowers. So they would pretend to plant flowers all the time. So you can stick them right into your Play-Doh like this. And I understand you guys don't probably have that right now, but when you play later, you might think about grabbing something like that. But another fun idea, and at another time when you play, is if you have little flower pots, you can put your Play-Doh, and these are actually just from the dollar store. They came from a pack of 3, moms and dads. Put a little Play-Doh down in there. You want to make one too? There's a pot right there. And stick those flowers right in there. Again, you guys can just make flowers right now while you're watching and playing along. Show me the some flowers that you can make. Maybe roll it up into a ball and then put them together in a flower shape. So yeah, this is just a fun little activity There, we'll set it there in the corner. And then one last thing from the playroom before we make our birthday cake. Squish up some more Play-Doh here. Good job, guys. Good squishing. Good squishing. I like the things you guys are playing with. I see your rolling pins. Good job. And everybody get creative. Go on a hunt around your house and see what you can use. Good job, Shauna. See what you can use to make designs in your Play-Doh and what you think you have, because we don't have as many toys at our house anymore, do we? I grabbed dinosaurs. Where are my dinosaur fans at? Steve, I know you're a dinosaur fan. This is fun to make dinosaur tracks or whatever animal you have. See my dinosaur tracks? Almost looks like a fossil. Or you can take, you want to take the dinosaur and lay them sideways on there. Make a dinosaur imprint on there. And you can use other animals too if you have plastic bugs. Oh, that's good. That looks like a fossil. Here. Can you see it there? Look at that. It's a dinosaur fossil. You can get really creative. And if you're brave enough, you can take your animal. Way to be resourceful, Lucas. Roll your dinosaur up. Do a better job than I did. And you can almost make it into like an egg shape, and you can have a dinosaur egg, and you can hatch your dinosaur egg. I just came up with that. You guys can come up with your own things. Okay. So we've kind of talked about all the different things you might have around your house that, and I did get cars out too. You can make car tracks through them. You can, if you have toy bulldozers and construction vehicles, you can bulldoze the Play-Doh. You can pick it up in the front loader, all sorts of things. Use toys you already have to make it even more interesting. Okay, so we're gonna move along. One thing I didn't point out, wiggly eyes. If you could take, you know, make a little creature however you wanna do it. I'm going to do this quickly for sake of time. And to my friends who love Olaf, make an Olaf with your Play-Doh. Make the shape. It doesn't have to be white like him. And then add some wiggly eyes. You can make little creatures out of your Play-Doh. And if you have other things around that you can add for nose, mouth, ears, pipe cleaners make great arms, things like that. Oh, that's great. Good job, Lucy. So we are all going to make a cake now. You don't need anything special for this. I am going to add something at the end. So if you have birthday candles there at home you want to, you guys can grab those, and we're going to put those on our birthday cake at the end. We have been delivering lots and lots of birthday boxes to friends who have birthdays that have missed their birthday parties, unfortunately. So we appreciate that so much because that keeps us busy while we can't go to events and things. And I'm just so happy to see the parents send me pictures after they do the activities and crafts in them. And it just makes me so happy that they got cheered up on the day where they were really upset that they didn't get to be with their friends. So please let us know if you or your child or anyone you know is having a birthday that they're missing a celebration. We have a free coloring sheet we can send them, and we can also talk to you about the birthday in the box and things that we offer to help with that. But for right now, let's make a birthday cake. I know I see my friend Millie might be watching. She had a birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Millie. My friend Ava might be watching. She had a birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Ava. We're gonna make a birthday cake for you. Again, there's no right or wrong way to make the birthday cake, but I'm just going to show you how I'm going to make it. I made a flat circle shape because the cakes usually sit on a little plate or have a bottom layer. And then you can do this one or two ways. Oh, good. I'm glad. Play-Doh is a great toy. I know there's moms who don't care for it so much. And then I was always pro Play-Doh because I know Sean was very, very sensory oriented, and this would keep him busy forever, forever, forever. And then when you throw in these things that they don't normally play with, it really kind of takes it to the next level for them. And this is a very safe Play-Doh. Like you said, you have a toddler, so it's nice to have that. So I've just been rolling mine up. You're gonna make yours big. He always goes big. You can make several layers, several round layers for your cake and keep adding and adding and adding, because sometimes that's how birthday cakes are. They have several layers. Or you can just take one big clump here. Are you guys working on it? Oh, I see dinosaurs. Are you stumping dinosaurs on yours? Good job, guys. Good job. Yeah, our dinosaur birthday boxes have been very popular so far. It's definitely popular with the boys. You can make a big, just kind of a clump for your birthday cake too. And you can put it on there however you want. So I'm going to do a layer, the big clump, and a layer. There's no wrong way. And remember, it's Play-Doh. It doesn't have to look just like a cake. We know it's a cake. So there's my little cake. I'll kind of hold it closer. Nothing fancy, just a couple layers. We're not going to eat this cake. But I don't know if you can see, Sean's making some little balls on his to decorate. I'm going to make some teeny tiny little balls. I'm going to put those around my cake. Those are going to be decorations on the top, around the edges, like so. You can put them around here if you want. So I just put 4 little balls on top of mine there. And for sake of time, I'm going to go ahead and wrap that up. But we are going to add a couple candles. They poke right in there. Now we're not going to light these candles. We're just going to pretend. But here's our little birthday cake. You like that? This is for all my friends out there having a birthday. We'll blow out the candles to you. Well, thank you, Evelyn. I'm glad you liked our cake. Hopefully you get to make one. Ooh, Scotty, you put icing on it? Yeah, you could do some fondant and draping for those a little older and want more of a challenge. So yeah, you guys be creative. Make bugs, make animals, make letters, make a unicorn horn. Okay, we're gonna do that one real quick. I'm gonna show you how to make a unicorn horn, and then we're gonna wrap up here. So for the unicorn horn, you're gonna roll out 2 snakes, as most people like to call them, okay? And it can be a little thinner at one end and a little fatter at the other. So I'm gonna do that 2 times. Hopefully it's my Play-Doh is getting a little crumbly here. Roll 2 out. So when you roll the 2 out, you want to be about the same size, but then you're going to put them together. It's kind of hard to do hanging upside down, and wrap them together. Now, this one's a little longer, so I'm going to cut it off. And there's your unicorn horn. It's easier to do when it's laying down on the table, but I wanted you guys to see it. So you can make a unicorn head to go with it, create that. You can stick it on your own forehead. Probably won't stick very well. Leave that job to me. But friends, that's it. I just wanted you to be able to see all the fun things you have around your own house, to get really creative and have fun with something you're probably used to playing with, but in a completely different way. So feel free to reach out. Tell us what you're making with your Play-Doh. Feel free to message me over at Once Upon a Party. Oh my goodness, is that what you guys made? I love it. Look at those cakes. You are professional cake makers. I love it. Everybody, feel free to send your pictures of your creations over to me at Once Upon a Party. I would love to see them.
Well, thank you, Shauna. What a fun day. You can see my kids were playing along too. We've got
great
layers and candles and all the fun. And I
love the crayon candles. Love it. I see the icing. I love it.
Very fun. Well, hey, we do want all of you guys to share your creations on Instagram. You can tag Once Upon a Party. You can tag Indy with Kids. And we'll share them tomorrow on the show like we do every day. So thank you guys so much for joining us. Shauna, they can find you on Facebook at Once Upon a Party. And we cannot wait to see more of the stuff that you do. If you guys are looking for a birthday box to be delivered to a kiddo that, or even an adult who has a birthday, please contact Shauna. She's getting you guys set up. Whoop, our camera's moving over here. Bless you. So make sure you guys share those pictures. We want to share them here tomorrow. So thanks so much, Shauna and Sean.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I want to introduce our picture-in-a-picture families. They have been working hard on their Play-Doh. Let's go ahead and bring them in. We have with us right now the Blaney family. There's the Blaney family. How's it going, guys?
Say good.
Let's see what you guys have made. Show us. Show us.
What'd you make?
I've made a cake with a candle.
I love it.
Knife here to cut a triangle.
Excellent. Anything else you want to show us? We saw you working hard with the dinosaurs.
Drew, do you want to show your dinosaurs?
Yeah. It's a dinosaur mash.
A dinosaur mash.
I love that. Well, thank you guys. Thank you for letting us watch it.
She didn't finish her unicorn yet.
That's okay. You know what? Hey, Mom, can you send it to us on Instagram so we can show everyone tomorrow?
Do you want to do that?
I would love that. Well, thank you guys for playing. Have a great day. All right. And then next up, we have the Amos family. We love your stuff. You guys have been working hard with your Play-Doh. Come on over, Quinny. You guys have been working hard with your Play-Doh. You want to show us what you made?
We made a Beyblade.
You made a what?
Beyblade.
Oh, you made a Beyblade. Let's see it.
Hold it up so you can see it.
I remember you guys love Beyblades. I actually learned about them because of you. Very cool. Thank you so much for sharing, and thanks for letting us watch you guys play today. Have a great day. If your family wants to be one of our picture-in-a-picture families, all you have to do is let me know. You can send a private message or email me, katie@indywithkids.com, or send me a message on Instagram too, and we'll get you guys set up. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be back tomorrow live at 10 a.m. or anytime on the replay. Bye.